Matthew 12. At that time, Yahushua went on the Sabbath through the fields, and his Talmudim were hungry, and began to pluck the heads of grain and to eat. But when the Pharisees saw it, they said unto him, Behold, your Talmudim doeth that which is not lawful to do upon the Sabbath. But he said unto them, Have you not read as what David did when he was hungry, and they that were with him? How he entered into the house of Yahuwah, and did eat the showbread of Yahuwah, which was not lawful for him to eat, neither for them which were with him, but only for the priests. Or have you not read in the Torah how that on the Sabbath the priests in the temple profane the Sabbath, and are blameless? But I say unto you, that in this place is one greater than the temple. But if you had known what this means, I will have mercy and not sacrifice, you would have not condemned the guiltless. For the son of Adam is Adonai, even of the Sabbath. And when he was departed thence, he went into their synagogue. And behold, there was a man which had his hand withered. And they asked him, saying, Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath? That they might accuse him. And he said unto them, What man shall there be among you that shall have one sheep, and if it fall into a pit on the Sabbath, will he not lay hold on it and lift it out? How much then is a man better than a sheep? Wherefore it is lawful to do well on the Sabbath. Then says he to the man, Stretch forth your hand. And he stretched it forth, and it was restored whole, like as the other. Then the Pharisee went out and held a council against him, how they might destroy him. But when Yahushua knew it, he withdrew himself from thence, and great multitudes followed him, and he healed them all, and charged them that they should not make him known, that it might be fulfilled as which was spoken by Yeshayahu the prophet, saying, Behold, my servant, whom I have chosen, my Yahid, in whom my soul is well pleased. I will put my Ruach upon him, and he shall show judgment to the other nations. He shall not strive nor cry, neither shall any man hear his voice in the streets. A bruised reed shall he not break, and smoking flax shall he not quench, till he send forth judgment unto victory. And in his name shall the other nations trust. Then was brought unto him one possessed with a devil, blind and dumb, and he healed him. So much so that the blind and dumb both spake and saw. And all the people were amazed and said, Is not this the son of David? But when the Pharisees heard it, they said, This fellow does not cast out devils, but by Beelzebub, the prince of the devils. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And if I, by Beelzebub, cast out devils, by whom do your children cast them out? Therefore they shall be your judges. But if I cast out devils by the Ruach Yahuwah, then the kingdom of Yahuwah is come unto you. Or else how can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house. He that is not with me is against me, and he that gathers not with me scatters abroad. Wherefore I say unto you, all manner of sin and blasphemy shall be forgiven unto men, but the blasphemy against the Ruach HaKodesh shall not be forgiven unto men. And whosoever speaks a word against the son of Adam, it shall be forgiven him. But whosoever speaks against the Ruach HaKodesh, it shall not be forgiven him, neither in this world, neither in the world to come. Either make the tree good, and his fruit good, or else make the tree corrupt, and his fruit corrupt, for the tree is known by his fruit. O generation of vipers, how can ye, being evil, speak good things? For out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaks. A good man out of the good treasure of the heart brings forth good things, and an evil man out of the evil treasure brings forth evil things. But I say unto you, that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give an account thereof in the day of judgment. For by your words you shall be justified, and by your words you shall be condemned. And certain of the scribes and the Pharisees answered, saying, Rabbi, we would see a sign from you. But he answered and said unto them, An evil and adulterous nation seeks after a sign, and there shall no sign be given unto it but the sign of the prophet Jonah. For as Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the fish's belly, so shall the Son of Adam be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth. The men of Nineveh shall rise in judgment with this nation, and shall condemn it, because they repented at the preaching of Jonah, and behold, a greater than Jonah is here. The queen of the south shall rise up in the judgment with this nation, and shall condemn it. For she came from the uttermost parts of the earth to hear the wisdom of Shalimah, and behold, a greater than Shalimah is here. When the unclean ruach is gone out of a man, he walks through dry places seeking rest, and finds none. And he says, I will return unto my house from whence I came out. And when he is come, he finds it empty, swept, and garnished. Then goes he and takes with himself 7 other ruach, more wicked than himself, that they enter in and dwell there. And the last state of that man is worse than the first. Even so shall it be also unto this wicked nation. While he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak to him. And one said unto him, Behold, your mother and your brethren stand without, desiring to speak with you. But he answered and said unto him that told him, Who is my mother, and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand towards his talmidim, and said, Behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother.